as they come down here in the front straightaway. The limited Supermodifieds, who put on a dynamic show each and every Saturday night here at the Oswego Speedway. Thank you. They really appreciate that. And the Bartlett Motors Chevrolet Pace truck will pull in at the rear pit gate. We're set to go. Jay Fuller in the black car number 32. Jack Patrick in car number 9. Also another black machine on the outside of row number 1. They pick it up, wind them up, bringing them down the front straightaway. Green lights are on. Patrick, car number 9. Boy, does he get a hole shot. He comes down into turn number 1 with about a 3-car advantage off of turn number 2. And he leads them going down the back straightaway. And look at that crowd right there at the midsection. Jay Fuller now running second. Coming up quickly is the 27 of Justin Shea, and they all try to go single file. The number 36, Brian Napa now. Inside, he picks up the number 3 position. We got 4 black cars running in the top 4 positions. Glidden riding back there in the number 4 spot. It is Jackson, car number 65, riding back in the number 5 position. They all come racing hard, coming out of the corner. Leader continuing to stay up in the number 1 spot. Jack Patrick, who has never won a feature, I believe, in limited Supermodified racing here at the Oswego Speedway, opens up about a 15-car advantage as they work down between turns number 3 and 4. Last lap turned in a 20.01. This time they come around with a 19.99. So the times are very, very similar. Still riding back there as they come charging up through. Look at Mark Reagan, car number 69 now. Mark has moved up on the outside lane, and he is starting to put a challenge on as he comes up. Also, Jeremy Unruh is running very comfortable up on the outside lane. 1975. Napa rides back there in the number 2 spot. Glidden runs in the number 3 position. Jackson now running 4th, and pole sitter Jay Fuller is riding 5th, but challenging right now is the number 10 of Jeremy Unruh, one of the up-and-coming young hot shoes. Unruh has taken away that spot. Leader coming by a 20.04. Backs it down a little bit. And the leader bobbled a little bit over there between turns number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, watch the number 10 of Jeremy Unruh. He rides back in the number 5 position. He is closing in quickly. Reagan also closing in quickly. Leader with a 1982. Ray Graham, car number 22, now making a bid. He dirt tracked him down into that number 1 corner as he now picks up in the 7th spot. Ray Graham started deep, and he's up in the number 7 spot, and we got a little action over there between turns number 3 and 4. Jimmy Jarvis, last lap turned in 1994. Jarvis involved, I believe William Tully in the 00 involved. Runs 9th. And Jay Fuller rounded out the top 10. Jay started on the pole, and he's having handling problems with that car. You can see the car wash out through the corners. All right, watch them again as they start to pick it up. Going down into turn number 3, the green will come out at the stripe. Green is out, and they're back up to racing speed, and here's Jack Patrick. Patrick pulls the trigger coming out at turn number 4. Down the chute he comes. He's trying to pull away, but Brian Napa, car number 36, and we've got a car out of shape. Everybody takes evasive action. The 18 of Russ Brown, and a bad break for Russ because he is also running strong here tonight. He is the first limited Supermodified champion.
Yeah, Russ has been around a long time.
Runs second, Glidden runs 3rd, Jackson runs 4th. Back there 5th is the 10 car of Jeremy Unruh, and they all try to psych each other up a little bit as they come down into the number 1 corner. And the 22 of Ray Graham at the rear of the pack, and we're going to have to watch him right now. All right, green coming on, hammer down again, and here's Jack Patrick picking it up. Swinging wide out of the corner, much wider than he normally arcs out, and he picks it right back up in the number 1 spot. A ride coming off of 2, Jack Patrick, the leader, riding right there in the number 2 spot is Napa. Neither have won features here at the Oswego Speedway, and they would all like to do it. Napa takes a look down onto the inside. He's going to get a run coming down here in the front straightaway. Can't do it. They shut the doors. Glidden riding back there in the number 3 spot. We've got yellow again. Jimmy Jarvis in car number 30. And another car down onto the inside part of the speedway as well.
Jarvis isn't doing very well up between 3 and 4 tonight. It's the second time he's been into the foam.
And 2 weeks ago, just a little bit further up over there in turn number 6, runs fourth. Jeremy Unruh rides fourth in the number 5 position, I should say. That's car number 10. Back there, 6th is Justin Shea. Then Mark Regan in the number 7 spot. We're set to go as the Burritt Motors Chevrolet Pace Truck pulls in again. 6 laps are up on the board. Green coming out up there in the number 3 corner, and they hit the hammer. Here's Patrick. Patrick now pulls away a little bit coming out of turn number 4, but Napa now making a run at him. Napa comes right down on the inside part of the speedway. Napa has got the bottom lane open. Will we see a lead change this time as they go chasing down the back straightaway? Napa trying to come down onto the inside. Patrick staying up on the outside. They come swinging out of turn number 4. Down here in the front straightaway. Race it. Stretching it out. A 20.02 on the first run. Here is Brian Napa now looking down onto the inside. Glidden still running third. Jackson back there 4th, but battling for the number 4 position right now is Jeremy Unruh. Unruh coming up on the outside. Mark Regan right behind him in the number 69 car. Boy, Mark is really right up and behind there. Justin Shea next in line. Meanwhile, the battle up in the number 1 position as they went by the last lap of the 1975. Jack Patrick still holding on to the number 1 position. Napa looks down onto the inside. That's where he's going to get the run. Down onto the inside. Here in the front straightaway. Gets a good look down onto the inside. Glidden trying to come down and look at Jeremy Unruh. Car number 10. He is hooked and flying right now. Keep your eyes on the number 10, and we got a couple cars in trouble up there on the outside. I believe the 18 of Brown. A flat tire on the 18 of Russ Brown. Boy, I'll tell you, if that guy didn't have any bad luck tonight, he wouldn't have any at all, as they say.
From the back to the front, to the back to the back.
You picked it up, Denny. The number 69 of Mark Regan.
Yeah, Mark is running real well. He's got a little bit of push in the car. Other than that, he is very fast.
Pace truck is in. We're set to go again. Up in turn number 3 in the green coming out. Patrick again nails the accelerator. He bobbled a little bit in the corner. It may have cost him the lead. Down they come here in the front straightaway. Brian Napa sticks the nose on the inside. Oh, he almost touched the inside retaining wall. Here is Napa, though. He scrubbed off speed, and he is flying going down the back chute. Napa on the inside. Jack Patrick on the outside. Jack taking a good look up and around the wide side. He may get a better run coming off the corners. They come racing down here in the chute. A 20-27 run that time across. It is Napa on the inside. Jack Patrick, he is too far out of the lane, and here is Unruh. Unruh looks down onto the inside. He can taste a victory tonight. He looks down onto the inside, picks up the number 2 spot. Patrick now is faded to the number 3 position, but don't count him out. Patrick back there in that number 3 spot. It is Glidden running 4th, Reagan riding back there 5th. Now they race for the lead. Jeremy Unruh, who has won qualifying heats here. He has never won a feature. Neither has the leader as Brian Napa brings him down. Brian holding down the inside lane. Otto Sitterly now starting to make a charge coming up through as Otto runs up on the outside and works on Glidden for the number 5 spot. Meanwhile, Reagan is up to the number 4 position. We will be approaching the halfway point this time around. The leader, Brian Napa out of Syracuse, New York, leads the recent high school graduate, Jeremy Unruh. Unruh may just be sitting back there and patiently waiting it out. Now he charges as he closes in, going down in the number 3 corner. Unruh in car number 10 trying to hold on and pick up the number 1 position as he moves right in on the leader. 14 laps are in. They chase going down. Look at Mark Regan. He is up to the number 4 spot. He is working on early leader Jack Patrick. Down the back straightaway they go into that number 3 corner. The top 2 checking out, checking away. The battle for the number 3 spot. Reagan had a notion to get down onto the inside. Thought better of it, though. Otto Sitterly up there to the number 5 position. Good racing all the way around the speedway. Off at turn number 2, the leader, Brian Napa out of Syracuse, New York, in a Jim Bob's Barbecue car. And he stays right down on the inside part of the speedway. I'll tell you, if Jeremy Unruh is going to get around him, he's got to work for it. 16 are in, 9 to go. Off at turn number 2, Unruh tries to get down onto the inside, going down the back straightaway. Unruh closes right in turn number 3. Unruh trying to give it a shot down onto the inside. Unruh again drops down onto the inside. Gives the drag race. Shows the wheels down onto the inside. Patrick still running third. Siddeley running fourth. Reagan back there to number 5 position. Top 5 cars. It is close. Here is a battle right now for the number 3 spot as Siddeley works on the inside of Patrick. Patrick gets up wide. Here is Mark Reagan following right through. And Patrick drops back to 5. Meanwhile, with 7 laps to go and an 18.93 run on the clocks, Brian Napa leads him. That time, Jeremy Unruh committed a little bit too high in the number 2 corner. Scrubbed off speed, straightened the car out. Now he's got a rechase. Down the front chute he comes. 19 are in, 6 to go. Brian Napa looking for his first win here at the Oswego Speedway. They come racing off of turn number 2. Napa, Unruh, riding 1 and 2. Then it is Otto Siddeley. Siddeley has never won a feature, neither. Siddeley in car number 79, second generation driver. He's up to the number 3 position and closing quickly. Then Mark Reagan. Mark Reagan is closing in. And here comes Jeremy Unruh. Unruh really charging hard. Unruh showed a wheel on the inside going down into that number 3 corner. Watch him coming across the line here. On 19. Oh, look out. Troubles in River City. Boy, that is called a collection. 21 laps are in. First and second place, Brian Napa. Jeremy Unruh, your second place running car. Also the 4th place running car, Mark Reagan, also involved. Justin Shea, car number 27. Oh boy, I've got to tell you, that one was just a collection of cars going down in the turn. A rash of caution flags here tonight. Right now, we're about set to go as the pace truck pulls in at the rear pit gate. The green coming out up there in the corner, and Otto Siddeley out of St. Johnsville, New York. Takes the beautiful car number 79 out of the corner and down here in the front straightaway. Stays right up there in the number 1 spot. Patrick rides in the number 2 position as they come racing off of turn number 2. And Jack Patrick seems to be a little bit quicker right now as they race going down into that number 3 corner. Patrick closing in. Siddeley, the leader, bringing him down off the corner here. Siddeley turning in a 1991 run. Mike Bond, last week's winner, riding back there in the number 3 spot. They race coming off at turn number 2. Top 3 cars checking out, checking away from the rest of the pack, and we got a spinner, and everybody missing. It is William Tully in the 00 car.
I thought for sure he was going to be collected by 4 other race cars, and they all missed him. That was great driving back there.
The leader picks it up, coming out of turn number 2, gets out of the throttle a little bit as they enter the number 3 corner. Hit turn 3, the green light's coming back on, and they're back up in the racing speed. And Siddeley, boy, I'll tell you, he did a great job on that restart. He got into it, out of it, now back onto it. And he's got about a 2.5, 3 car advantage. Here's Mike Bond, car number 81 now, riding back to the number 3 spot. Looks up on the outside, runs the apex part of the speedway. Glidden still riding back there 4th. Dean Hogue in the number 5 position. They come screaming out of turn number 4, coming down here in the front straightaway. And the leader continues to beat Siddeley in a 1972 run. Jack Patrick in a Mopar, holds on a second. Here's Mike Bond now, making a charge for the number 2 spot. And we got troubles right here in the front straightaway. Brian Sweeney in the Pavone's Pizza, car number 3. Tie rod had a break. Am I right, Denny?
Yeah, it sure looks like it. He's got 2 front tires headed in opposite directions. So, yeah, I would say he probably broke a tie rod in.
Holds on to the number 1 spot. Jack Patrick in car number 9. Rides right there in the number 2 spot. And Mike Bond still a factor here in this event. So the Bartlett Motors Chevrolet pace truck pulls in. They pick it up going down the back straightaway down in turn number 3, and the green light's coming on again. Here is Siddeley now with a good restart. Opens up about a 4-car advantage coming out of turn number 4. Siddeley in command. Patrick still running back there second. Mike Bond looking down onto the inside. Dean Hogue now up to the number 4 position. Glidden is faded back to the number 5 spot. Battle right now for the number 2 spot. And here is Dean Hogue racing for the number 3 position. This will put a different light on everything. Hogue now comes up and around the outside. Down the front straightaway, Sitterly with a 1997 run. Mike Bond drops back to the number 4 position. Let go. Bond and Hogue coming together, but they scatter coming out at turn number 2. It cost Hogue a couple of positions. Meanwhile, the leader, Otto Sitterly, brings him down with the white flag showing. Down here in the front straightaway, 1979 on the clocks. Dean Hogue, look at Ray Graham. Ray Graham charging up and around the outside, and he is up to the number 3 position. He went to the rear halfway down through the race, and boy, he made a big comeback. Checkered flag ready to come out. Sitterly takes the win. It is Jack Patrick second. Graham is in the number 3 spot. I believe Mike Bond is 4th, and I think 5th is Sean Muldoon. Last lap of 1951. Wow. What a turn of events here tonight, Denny.
The back runners were running first. The first runners were running back. It was quite a race. There was a lot of hammering going on out there, you know, a lot of spins, but still a very competitive race.
The Walmart up-and-comer recipient is the limited supermodified division, is the highest finishing driver who has never won a limited feature here at the Oswego Speedway. The Walmart on Route 104 East here in Oswego has the largest selection of department store items, has a complete pharmacy, and is the exclusive retailer for Oswego Speedway racing apparel. Oswego race fans will find always low prices, always at Walmart. Tonight's Walmart Limited up-and-comer $50 bonus winner has got to go to tonight's feature winner, and that is Otto Sitterly, driver of the number 79. And, of course, Taylor Rental Center is this year's sponsor of the Limited Supermodified Division's Hard Charger Award. Tonight, a $50 bonus goes to the driver who advances the most positions in the Limited Supermodified Division. Taylor Rental is located on the corner of Route 104 East and Champaign Drive right here in Oswego. Has been servicing the needs of contractors, do-it-yourselfers, campers, partygoers, planners since 1992. With clean, well-established equipment, the knowledgeable, courteous, friendly staff remind you, don't buy it, rent it from Taylor Rental Center right here in Oswego. This week's Taylor Rental Center Limited Super Hard Charger Award, I've got to say unofficially, goes to Sean Muldoon. He started 25th, finished in 5th spot. 20 spots he picked up.
You can't get many more than that.
No, we'll let the scores figure
congratulations, your first feature victory here at the Oswego Speedway.
Yeah, a lot of hits to get here, too.
Well, exactly. Now take us through the race, Otto. How many times did you get bounced around, and were you hit, or did you do the hitting?
No, I didn't do any hitting. I tried to stay away from that other than things happening in front of me, but no, I don't think I got into anything. Steered clear of probably 3 times.
Okay, must be a big thrill to finally make it to victory lane here in the limited super modified division.
Yeah, I think I was happier when those 2 guys spun and won than I am now. It's just been, it seems like it's been 20 minutes since then.
Well, it probably was about 20 minutes. What did you think was going to happen, though? There was some discussion that the person who had been in first place was going to be given that position back, which would have dropped you back to second. Were you aware of any of that debate?
Yeah, I sort of figured that when I saw him go up there. You just, you know, if he's there, you try to pass him.
Okay, well, listen, other than a couple of close scrapes and the rest of it, congratulations on a great race. You want to talk about any of your sponsors while we have a moment here?
Yeah, absolutely, if I could. I got to thank Steve Danable. He builds all my motors. I've raced for 10 years, and he's built just about every one. The guy does a good job. And I got to thank my dad. My dad helped me get this car. He can't come up because he's got other obligations and stuff, but he'll be pretty happy. And I got to thank John Howland. John Howland helps me this year, and he's doing a real good job.
Okay, well, wonderful. A terrific win here tonight. The first probably of a number. We hope maybe to see you back here in Victory Lane here at the Oswego Speedway again.
Me too. I think it'll happen.
Okay, let's have a big hand for Otto Sitterly.